Trump is seriously considering US strikes on Iran, on the underground nuclear facilities, which would spark retaliations on US bases, potentially draws the US into conflicts with Iran. But these remarks suggest that has not closed the door for diplomacy. President Donald Trump kept the world guessing if he will join Israel to strike Iran. Will Israel be joined by America in bombardment of Iranian nuclear site? Speaking to reporters out the White House, Trump declined to say if he had made any decision yet, if he's going to join Israel or not. Trump said, "I may do it or I may not do it. It means nobody knows what I'm going to do," he replied reporters at the White House. Trump declined to say if he had made any decision yet on whether he will join Israel or not. Trump said, "I may do it or I may not do it. It means that nobody knows what I'm going to do." He said that. United States President Donald Trump, in later remarks, said Iranian officers wanted to come to Washington, D.C. for a meeting, and that I may not do that. But he added that it's little late for such talks. The foreign minister of Germany, France, and Britain plan to hold a nuclear talks with Iran on Friday. The talk aimed to convince Iran that they will use nuclear program for civilian purpose only. A German diplomatic source told Reuters. Residents of Tehran, it is almost 10 million. And right now they are fleeing from their home place, trying to overcome the bombs. On Tuesday and Wednesday, the highway was jammed when they was trying to flee from Tehran because of Israel airstriking at the place. President Donald Trump asked if he thought the Iranian government could fall as the result of the war. Trump said, "Sure, anything could happen," referring to the destruction of Iranian's Fordow. Fordow is the nuclear enrichment center. Trump said, "We are the only one that have the capacity and capability to do it. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to do it at all," Trump replied reporters. But military analysts believe that Israel might use US military help to destroy Fordow. Iran began construction in secret around 2006. The existence of the site was publicly revealed by the Western intelligence in 2009. This place called Fordow designed for uranium enrichment using IR-1 centrifuges. This is the first generation of Iranian centrifuges, originally planned to hold 3,000 centrifuges. The number of operational have varied due to international agreement and interceptions. We are going to talk about enrichment levels. The enrichment level, originally it enriched uranium up to 20% of U-235, which is technical below weapons grade, but significantly higher than 3.67%. This is the limit set in 2015 in a Joint Comprehensive Plan of Actions, JCPOA. The role of the deal that was implemented in 2015 by JCPOA. Iran agreed not to enrich uranium at Fordow for 15 years, to convert Fordow into a place of research, to reduce the number of centrifuges at the site and to keep them non-operational. International Atomic Energy Agency was allowed to monitor the site. But after the USA withdrew from the deal in 2018, Iran gradually resumed the nuclear activities, resumed enrichment of the nuclear program in 2019 in Fordow. The enrichment level have since increased to 60% near the weapon grade, in some locations including Fordow, approaching weapons grade 90%. Iran has installed more advanced centrifuges like IR-6 at Fordow, further reducing the time needed to produce weapons-grade material if they choose to do it. We're going to talk about the security of Fordow. It is located deep under mountains with heavy fortifications, making it difficult to be destroyed by an airstrike. Seen by many aspects as a breakthrough site, a location Iran could use to rapidly produce weapons-grade aluminium if it chooses to. As for recent years, the IAEA has expressed their concern about limited cooperation and transparency, that Iranians they're cheating and they're not giving them the full cooperation. Although Iran is facing this war, they still have friends like Vladimir Putin. This is the way Vladimir Putin feels about Iranian war with Israel. Russian President Vladimir Putin was asked what his reaction will be if Israel did kill Iran's supreme leader with the assistance of the United States, and he said, "I do not even want to discuss this possibility. I do not want it," replied this on Thursday. This is the death report on the 7th day of the war between Israel and Iran. Iran has reported at least 224 deaths in Israel's strike, mostly as civilians. Since Friday, Iran has fired around 400 missiles at Israel, but only 40 was able to hit the ground, and it killed almost 24 people. And all of them, they are civilians. They have hundreds of injuries people. But in Iran, they have more than 1,200 injuries. Donald Trump has approved the plan to attack Iran, but he has not made a final decision on whether to strike the country or not. Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, on Wednesday, he rejected Trump's demand of unconditional surrender, as the US president said his patience had run out. On Wednesday, Trump said, "I may not do it. I'm not going to do it." When he asked about the question about the US being involved in Iranian war. But Khamenei rebuked Trump in Wednesday's recorded speech, saying that any US military intervention would be costly, and added, "The Iranian nation will not surrender." Trump blushed off, rejecting, saying, "Good." Trump replied to Khamenei saying that it is good, but again declined to resolve his plan. "I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do," he said. And also Iranian answered about Trump saying that they are requesting to speak to him. No Iranian officer have ever asked to grovelly or to get to the gate of the White House. The only thing more despicable than these lies is his cowardly threat to take out Iran's supreme leader. It was already suspected that the US was involved in this war, in the malicious move carried out by Zionist regime. But considering the recent marks, this suspicion grows stronger day by day. Khamenei said, calling out to Donald Trump directly. The Supreme Leader said, US President threatens us. He demands that the Iranian people surrender to him. They should make threats against those who are afraid of being threatened. The Iranian nation doesn't frightened by such threats. As also Khamenei earlier in days warned any US strike or targeting against Islamic Republic. What is going to happen? Will Trump join Israel to fight Iranian nuclear program in Iran? Will Trump risk his own people by fighting with Iran? Or will Khamenei be going to stand firm in this war? Or will Khamenei give up and give the deal a chance? As Trump said that he still believes in diplomacy. Is diplomacy going to take place in the middle of the 7th day of the war? This is G&I News Update. Kindly don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. I remain Veronica Limo.